Wearing an LA Fire Department show. Shout out.
Yeah.
Fire Department shirt.
It's a badass job.
Fucking tough people, man.
Yeah.
Those fucking people, they don't get nearly the credit that they deserve. So I was talking to this guy, and he was telling me, he goes, dude, one day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind, and fire's going to start in the right place, and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean, and there's not a fucking thing we can do about it. I go, really? He goes, yeah, we just get lucky. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA, and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it. Because these fires are so big, dude. When they're talking about like thousands of acres that are burning simultaneously with like 40-mile-an-hour.
A shocking revelation has surfaced as Ally Carter reportedly leaked a list of celebrities allegedly tied to a controversial conspiracy surrounding the devastating LA fires. Names like Diddy, Jay-Z, and Oprah are making waves in this explosive allegation, sparking intense public curiosity and debate.
Actors don't get a lot of that. That's one of the reasons why they're kind of shaky.
Yeah.
More shaky.
Yeah, right?
They don't get a lot of like that testing it live in front of people, that humility that comes with that.
You don't, and it's tough. I was talking to another actor, and it's tough because, see, I'm a comic who became an actor, so I'm cheating. You know what I'm saying? I can go do this, and I can go. I'm gonna be in St. Louis tomorrow. You know, doing some jokes, so I can. You know, I can get my thing off. But just actors, it's tough.
Well, you figured out a way to balance 3 careers. You can sing too. I mean, you could do anything. You're a weird guy in that way. You got a lot of weird talent yourself. You know, you're talking about Justin Bieber and Chris Brown. You've got some weird ability to shift too.
It's not only, but I've been fortunate in the fact that now things have opened up. Like, you know, back in the day, like you could only do
one thing.
I would never forget. Keenan Ivory Wayans told me, he said, "Yo, what's with the singing shit?" Yo, you Wanda, motherfucker. I can't see you trying to sing and shit. Or I would try to sing it for a girl. I'd be like, "Can you see that love is real?" And the girl be like, "Oh, Jamie, stop. You too funny in the face. Your face is too funny. I see Wanda singing to me. You funny. That's cornball. Stop." So I was like, fuck, maybe I'll never sing. You know? So I was doing, of course, the stand-up, you know, doing the Wanda shit. And then it wasn't until literally I was throwing these parties at my crib, and I would always throw parties for like musical guys, you know. So I threw a party for Puff. Puff comes and big party. It's like 2,000. Puff is there, and it's all about him. And I'll never forget, he got mad at me a little bit because I would follow him, and I would actually follow him with a camera, because at that time Puff was the biggest guy in the world. You know, you couldn't even get in his parties. So the way I would get in his parties, I'd show up with a camera. Like, "Yo, Puff, you need to document this shit." And he turned around, "What's up, Playboy?" I said, "Yeah, let me get that, man. Ain't nobody getting this." And it wasn't back in the day with the, you know, with the camera phone. I had the big fucking Canon that you put on your shoulder and the light and the shit. I said, "Let me change the battery. Let me get all this shit right." So at one point I told him, we were actually in Philly, and he was throwing a party, and he said, "Yo, Playboy, this party's $1.5 million." I said, "Like, for what? I mean, what are you saying?" He said, it costs $1.5 million to throw this party." I said, "Puff, oh my God, I love it. The party's amazing. Yes, the mayor is here and everything." I said, "But that's too much money." I said, "You come to my place in LA, I'll throw you a party for $400 that will rival this party." And he got a little mad because, you know, he was like, "Yo, no, I'm known for this shit. Don't front." I said, "No, I'm not. I respect you." I said, "But LA, I just know how to get around." So he gets to LA, and he calls me early in the morning. "Yo, Playboy, make that shit happen." It was a Saturday. I said, "Cool." I'll go in on my phones. And by 12 o'clock in my small house in Tarzana, and God bless my neighbors that live there, I'm no longer there. I know they wanted me to get out of there because I was too much. But the party's fevered pitch, and I invited the right people, you know, the right girls who were beautiful, but not too tight, not too, you know, just everything was great. The guys, wasn't no haters there, you know, because LA could, you know, man, fuck them, cuz. No, one of that. It was the right guys, and he shows up. And when he shows up, he goes, "That's the girl on that TV show. Oh, that's the girl in the movie." I said, "Yeah, we're friends." It's like, we all hang out here, so it's like, you know, it's all good. "And that's the girl." I said, "Yeah." I said, "But look at the party." I said, "Look over there on the table. I got Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I put it in a nice plate. I got Coca-Cola, but it's just in a pitcher." I said, "We're at $280 right now and counting. I won't go over 400. And he had the most incredible time, right? But at that party was all musical people, and I
According to the leak, the LA fires were allegedly used as a means to destroy evidence tied to Diddy. While no concrete proof has been presented, the suggestion of such high-profile involvement has left fans and critics in disbelief. Could there be any truth to these claims, Or is this just another wild conspiracy theory?
At that party, Missy Elliott, of course, she had her room. Everybody's going crazy with Missy Elliott. I'm going to my garage, and there's two guys, a little guy like this and a tall guy. The little guy goes, "Yo, B, yo, it's like this all the time, B?" I said, "Yeah, who are you?" He said, "We the Neptunes. My name is Pharrell." I said, "Yeah, man, I heard of you." That's how long ago this was.
Wow.
So he's like, "Can I?" I said, "Just go in and have a great time." There was another guy standing on the wall, green jacket, like a green little jumpsuit. Nobody was talking to him. Guess who it was?
Who?
Jay-Z. Nobody knew. I said, "What's up, man?" "Yeah, what's going on? It's just a great party." You know what I'm saying? so Jay-Z, no one knows. And now the way I got into the music, however, is that all these different parties was going on, and I would have like different musical people leave me music in my little studio that I built. I went and got this great studio built in the back of my house. And so one day, in comes this kid, backpack on, jaws busted. Who is it?
Who?
It's Kanye.
His jaw's busted from like a car accident, right?
Kanye walks in. And I said, "Who's that?" They said, "Oh, that's that new motherfucker Kanye, man. He about to be the shit." I said, "What do he do?" "Well, he produces, but he also raps." I said, "Well, anybody come to my house, they got to perform." So I said, "Yo, man," they say, you rap shit." He rapped the most incredible I don't know if it was freestyle. It was incredible. I said, "I don't know why you aren't famous."
He did it with a broken jaw?
He had a little jaw was a little swollen. I don't think it was broken, but it was a little swollen because it wasn't too long after that accident that he had, right? And then he goes, I got a song that you'll be good on. I got this song I know you could kill it." I was like, "Me? Song? Goofy Face? Wanda? From a Living Color?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, shit, cool." So we go in the back. Where my studio? I got the studio in the back. So he sings. He says, the song's gonna go, "She say she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross." So I said, "I got it." "She say she wants some Marvin Gaye." He's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I got to put, the R&B on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real singer. I've been singing." He said, "Don't do that." Just sing the song because it's hip hop." And I said, "Okay, cool." So I begrudgingly sung the song. I'm thinking, song's whack. He's not gonna make it. So I went off. I did a bad movie. I come back about 8 weeks later. That song is #1. My boy goes like, "You remember that song you said wasn't shit? It's #1 in the country." And then that's how I got into the music. So long story longer, it's like, yeah, you can do all of the things, and there's a lot of actors and actresses that can. You just need those opportunities. Just like in life, when your opportunity comes, if you're prepared for it, now you could jump into it and grab it. And what I was told was by my guy Breon, who does all of my music. He found Slow Jams. He found Goldig. He found.
Social media has erupted with discussions about the leaked list. Fans and skeptics alike are dissecting every detail, with some supporting Ally Carter's claims and others calling for caution, emphasizing the importance of verifying such serious accusations before drawing conclusions.
It is a new hour here on Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news that we want to bring to you. It was being reported by TMZ and now Fox News. We are learning that Jay-Z is accused of raping a 13-year-old girl. That is new in the Diddy lawsuit, and the new allegations are just coming out this evening. Jay-Z is being accused of raping a minor along with Diddy at a MTV VMAs after party back in 2000, according to documents obtained by Fox News Digital tonight. The lawsuit, which was initially filed back in October, was refiled tonight in New York by an anonymous accuser claiming Jay-Z, whose full name is Sean Carter, raped her while Combs and Celebrity B watched. So that other celebrity was not named. Initially, the lawsuit stated Combs raped the minor while Celebrity A and Celebrity B watched. Carter was named as Celebrity A in the refiled lawsuit. Representatives for Jay-Z did not immediately respond to Fox News' digital request for comment. Combs and Carter allegedly, quote, took turns assaulting the minor, according to the lawsuit. Many others were present at the after party but did nothing to stop the assault, it alleges. The 13-year-old girl was dropped off at Radio City Music Hall by a friend as she wanted to attend the MTV Video Music Awards back in 2000, according to the lawsuit. In an attempt to gain entry to the venue, she began approaching limousine drivers waiting outside the celebrity-filled event. One of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for Diddy, the lawsuit read. He told her that Combs liked younger girls and said that, quote, she fit what Diddy was looking for, not allowing her into the awards, but inviting her to an after party. The 13-year-old, quote, recognized many celebrities upon arrival at the party and was required to sign a non-disclosure agreement. However, she was not given a copy. Combs, who would have been 30 years old at the time, then allegedly attempted to force the girl to perform oral sex on him. He stopped after she hit him in the neck, according to the lawsuit here. So now Jay-Z being accused in this now 24 years ago, raping a 13-year-old alongside Diddy at an after party here. So these are the newest allegations rocking the music world this evening, and we wanted to bring that to your attention all right here on Live Now from Fox. Of course, we will continue to follow this major story as the Diddy saga continues, and now more celebrities getting caught up in it here. These new allegations rocking Hollywood and the music industry as we speak.
Ally Carter's decision to release this information has not only raised eyebrows, but also put her under intense scrutiny. Why would she risk exposing such powerful names? What could her motivations be? And does she have the evidence to back up her claims?
Was doing, of course, the stand-up, doing the Wanda shit. And then it wasn't until literally I was throwing these parties at my crib, and I would always throw parties for like musical guys, So I threw a party for Puff. Puff comes and big party. It's like 2,000. Puff is there, and it's all about him. And I'll never forget, he got mad at me a little bit because I would follow him, and I would actually follow him with a camera, because at that time Puff was the biggest guy in the world. You couldn't even get in his parties. So the way I would get in his parties, I'd show up with a camera. Like, yo, Puff, you need to document this shit. And he turned around, what's up, Playboy? I said, yeah, let me get that, man. Ain't nobody getting this. And it wasn't back in the day with the camera phone. I had the big fucking Canon that you put on your shoulder and the light and the shit. I said, let me change the battery. Let me get all this shit, right? So at one point I told him, we were actually in Philly, and he was throwing a party, and he said, yo, Playboy, this party's $1.5 million. I said, like, for what? I mean, what are you saying? He said, it costs $1.5 million to throw this party. I said, Puff, oh my God, I love it. The party's amazing. Yes, the mayor is here and everything. I said, but that's too much money. I said, you come to my place in LA, I'll throw you a party for $400 that will rival this party. And he got a little mad because, he was like, yo, no, I'm known for this shit. Don't front. I said, no, I'm not. I respect you. I said, but LA, I just know how to get around. So he gets to LA, and he calls me early in the morning. Yo, Playboy, make that shit happen. It was a Saturday. I said, cool. I'll go in on my phones. And by 12 o'clock in my small house in Tarzana, and God bless my neighbors that live there, I'm no longer there. I know they wanted me to get out of there because I was too much. But the party's fevered pitch, and I invited the right people, the right girls who were beautiful, but not too tight, not too, just everything was great. The guys, wasn't no haters there, because LA could, man, fuck them, cuz. No, one of that. It was the right guys, and he shows up. And when he shows up, he goes, that's the girl on that TV show. Oh, that's the girl in the movie. I said, yeah, we're friends. It's like, we all hang out here. So it's like, it's all good. Like, and that's the girl. I said, yeah. I said, but look at the party. I said, look over there on the table. I got Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I put it in a nice plate. I got Coca-Cola, but it's just in a pitcher. I said, we're at $280 right now and counting. I won't go over 400. And he had the most incredible time, right? But at that party was all musical people, and I did it for a reason. At that party, Missy Elliott, of course, she had her room. Everybody's going crazy with Missy Elliott. I'm going to my garage, and there's two guys, a little guy like this and a tall guy. The little guy goes, yo, B, it's like this all the time, B? I said, yeah, who are you? He said, we the Neptunes. My name is Pharrell. I said, yeah, man, I heard of you. That's how long ago this was.
Wow.
So he's like, can I? I said, just go and have a great time. There was another guy standing on the wall, green jacket, like a green little jumpsuit. Nobody was talking to him. Guess who it was?
Who?
Jay-Z. Nobody knew. I said, what's up, man? Yeah, what's going on? It's just a great party. You know what I'm saying? so Jay-Z, no one knows. And now the way I got into the music, however, is that all these different parties was going on.
Fast forward to January 2025, and the Los Angeles wildfires have become a focal point of discussion. These fires have wreaked havoc across the city, destroying thousands of homes and claiming numerous lives. The scale of the destruction is staggering, with entire neighborhoods wiped out by the inferno. Among the affected are several celebrities, including Paris Hilton and music producer Greg Wells. The flames have left countless people without homes, and the city's efforts to contain the fire have been challenged by the severity of the damage.
A spokesman for the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York declined to comment on whether the office is pursuing this case. So what happens next?
Well, who knows what's going to happen with that? I mean, we don't know if the feds are going to be looking into this. They may well be at this point. I think that there are people further looking into Diddy. I think there might be a superseding indictment coming and probably looking into the people that he's associated with himself. But this also may well be beyond the statute of limitations. So it really just depends. I mean, as it stands right now, I can't imagine that there's enough evidence to necessarily bring something, because somebody's accuser saying something happened 24 years ago without more evidence is probably not going to be enough. But then again, we don't know what evidence she has. So it really remains to be seen if this is actually going to be passed on to the criminal authorities or if they're working on it at this point.
All right, so jury deliberations in the Daniel Penny case are set to resume today after the judge dismissed Penny's second-degree manslaughter charge, which carried a 15-year prison sentence. A jury is now being asked to consider a charge of criminally negligent homicide, which carries a 4-year prison sentence. Tell us what criminally negligent homicide is, and should Daniel Penny be worried about being found guilty of it?
Well, criminally negligent homicide is that he did not act as a reasonable person should have under the circumstances. And this is just very troubling, because I was looking at the verdict form, and the verdict form actually says for count 1, which is the manslaughter, if you find him not guilty, then you move on to count 2, which is the criminally negligent homicide. That didn't happen here. There was no finding of guilt of guilt or any acquittal. It was just they were deadlocked. They sent a note. They said, we can't come to a conclusion. The judge made them go back and keep deliberating. And then, treating it almost like an a la carte menu, the state decided to say, all right, well, we'll just dismiss that count. We'll proceed on the second count. Well, that's not what the jury verdict says. That's not how they were charged. It's very, very inappropriate what happened here. His attorneys were outraged. They have every right to be. This is unfortunate. Whether he should be worried or not, I'm a little bit concerned that there wasn't just an acquittal or not guilty. So there are obviously holdouts on the jury that believe that his conduct, at least for the manslaughter count, had risen to the level of recklessness, which would assume that it rises to the level of negligence. So I don't know. I mean, I think that there is a chance that he could be, but I also think it's equally, probably more so, that it's, again, a hung jury.
We will be watching it all. Lexi, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Carl.
Mention of Diddy, Jay-Z, and Oprah has amplified the controversy, given their massive influence and spotless reputations in the public eye. Allegations like these, whether true or false, could have serious consequences for their careers and personal lives.
All right, did you hear about this? Rapper and music mogul Jay-Z is now being accused of raping a 13-year-old girl with Sean Diddy Combs during an MTV VMA after party in the year 2000. The rapper issued a blistering statement in response and directed his comments at attorney Tony Busby, who filed the suit, saying, quote, "You've made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. I look forward to showing you just how different I am." Criminal defense attorney Lexi Rigdon joins me now. Lexi, good morning to you. What a development here. So another thing Jay-Z said in his statement is that this was a civil suit filed against him. And he said these allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one, essentially saying, if I really did these things, treat me the way I should be treated. So how should we be thinking about all of this? What do you think?
Well, that's some denial from him. And, sometimes celebrities have pretty muted denials, like, I'm not going to comment now, or I direct all questions to my lawyers. I actually admire the strength of the denial. I think that at this point, there's no objective indicia of reliability to this complaint. Now, obviously, things are going to play out and we're going to end up learning more. But if you look at it on its face, it's a 24-year-old complaint. Very significantly, he was not named in the lawsuit in the first instance when it was filed. The girl was allegedly 13 at the time it happened. And in the complaint, it says that she had been given something and she was, quote unquote, woozy. And so I think that this just needs to be looked at in kind of a measured way. Unlike the media is treating some people in the media, Pete Hegseth being one of them, where they automatically hear an allegation and they run with it. I think that this needs to be treated in a measured type of way. We don't need knee-jerk societal reactions. Anybody can make allegations against somebody, and people who are rich and famous are particularly targets. And so obviously I don't know what happened, but I think it just needs to play out, and we need to give him the benefit of the doubt at this point.
Well, that's what Tony Busby is saying. So this federal lawsuit was originally filed in October. So interesting that we're only learning about this now. And then Tony Busby responded to Jay-Z's statement by writing this on X. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, meaning the defendant, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. We will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in.
Critics of Ally Carter's claims argue that linking celebrities to the LA fires is a dangerous stretch, especially considering the lack of tangible evidence. Some suggest that these accusations are an attempt to sensationalize an already tragic event and divert attention from real issues.
I haven't asked for a dime from him. It's not everything is motivated by money, and I'm sorry that he feels that it is.
This woman also told us on camera last week that this isn't about money.
Well, let's be serious. A lawyer like this is not sending out these letters not to make money. He wants money and fame. He doesn't care about truth and justice. And that's what's going on here.
Chloe Malas joins us in studio. So, Chloe, explain this to me. The attorney for the plaintiffs, Tony Busby, right? He is sticking by his client, even though you've been able to report these inconsistencies and they are now out there in the public?
Yes, and because of our exclusive report here on Top Story, he's actually going to have Jane Doe do a polygraph test. He says he hasn't done it yet, but that they are going to be doing it this week. He also said in a statement to us moments ago that their conduct throughout all of this has been beyond reproach and will continue to be, even though that's not what you're hearing Alex Spiro, Jay-Z's attorney, what he's saying. Also, I just want to show you, Jay-Z's team created a timeline. Obviously, even though this took place allegedly 24 years ago, right? They are saying that there is just no way that he could have been at the VMAs. He's on camera there until the end of the VMAs, which ended right after 11, and that there are photographs of him at the Lotus Club in Manhattan, and they say he was there till 3 a.m., and then he went to the music studio. So, again, they are adamant that
that he was not at that party.
That he was not at any sort of after party.
I do want to ask you this. What is Jay-Z's sort of legal team strategy in describing the relationship between Diddy and Jay-Z? Because there are a ton of photos of them over the years, obviously before these allegations came out.
And this civil suit, Tom, originally just named Combs, and then it was amended last weekend to include Jay-Z. What Alex Spiro said to me today is that although publicly Jay-Z supported Diddy, they were not best friends. They were not as close as you thought that they were. So in terms of knowledge of what went on allegedly at these white parties and what took place allegedly in these civil suits and the criminal charge and the trial, he says Jay-Z has no knowledge of any of that. Again, he publicly supported him as a fellow musician and someone where they came up together in the industry, but that they weren't as close as you thought.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow.
On the other hand, supporters of Carter believe she's exposing a truth that many have tried to keep hidden. They argue that her bravery in naming such influential figures deserves acknowledgement, even if it puts her in a precarious position.
Allegations he sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z. The accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, says she was sexually assaulted by both men at a Video Music Awards after party in 2000. In a blistering statement, Jay-Z accuses Jane Doe's attorney of trying to blackmail him. He said further, quote, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?" He added, "My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people." Joining us now, Joey Jackson, CNN legal analyst and criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor. There's a lot to unpack here. Joey, I want to start with just the statement from Jay-Z, which is so forceful in its denial. I just read a teeny part of it. It's long, where he says that they should file a criminal complaint. Is that even possible at this point?
So based on the allegations, Jessica, good morning. Good to see you. I think that it certainly could be. Why do I say that? Now, he, of course, is more than annoyed, would be an understatement.
Yeah.
He has a family and he has a lot to protect, including his brand. But to the extent that he's saying, hey, come after me criminally, that could be likely. Why do I say that? Because rape in New York, and what's alleged in this complaint, is forcible compulsion. What that means in English is that it's saying that he held her down, raped her, and that, of course, the allegation is that Mr. Combs did the same thing. And so if those facts are actually accurate, it would require an investigation by prosecutors. And if true, right, you could pursue it criminally. Now, with respect to evidentiary value, yes, it happened 24 years ago, right, more than 24 years ago. But in the allegations, there's a few things. Number one, there's allegation that another celebrity was present at the time, right, in addition to other people. Number two, there's the claim by the victim.
Adding fuel to the fire, former government official
As the story gains traction, legal experts have weighed in on the potential ramifications of Carter's claims. If proven false, these accusations could lead to serious defamation lawsuits. On the flip side, if there's any truth to the allegations, it could open the door to a major investigation.
This clip. He's not really saying it here. When I watch this, he's not saying it.
It's because PBD. This is just them saying what we know. But the clip that I sent Rob is of what was his name, Robbie? Big Homie CC. PBD.
Good guy, Big Homie CC.
Yeah, because so Pat, you know what's going on. So let me
read the story and I'll come to you
it.
because I thought it was a video there.
Yeah.
During the tapings of his upcoming Netflix special, what had happened was Jamie Foxx reportedly stated that he was responsible for what happened to him, and Fox is the one who called the FBI on Combs. According to Choke No Joke, a videographer who attended the shows, another attendee, Dennis L.A. White, recalled Fox saying, "People keep asking me if Diddy was responsible. He was not responsible. If he was, I would have been dead." Fox also referenced Combs extensively in his routines, joking about topics like baby oil. Fox reflected on his 2023 health scare, calling it an unexpected dark journey. He explained on Instagram, "I had an opportunity to tell my side of the story, and there was no better place than Atlanta, Georgia, where he was hospitalized." He described his special as an artistic explanation of something that went terribly wrong and added, "To clarify, I was betrayed by a fake friend." Bingo. Go ahead, Vinny.
Okay, so fake friends. So and mind you, and I felt blame to this because the media and everybody was being quiet. The family, his daughter, everybody was like, especially because this was the whole COVID vaccine. People were like, just tell us, mind you, I know Jamie Foxx personally. I even messaged him when he was going through this. I said, I'm praying for him and everything like that. We didn't get into nothing like this. But everybody was like, oh, it's the vaccine. Talk to us. It was media silent. So from what I'm gathering, because I know people that are there that went to the special, when you go to a special like this, and you guys know this from the comedy shows that we've been to, they take your phone, they lock it up. You can't have anything recording or nothing, right? He said in the special that... I was hospitalized by this person. And mind you, him and Diddy have had a business falling out. They said they had a beef. So the Choke No Choke was a videographer, and he was like, yo, I was there. He said Diddy was responsible for what happened to him and that he's the one that called the FBI. And Choke added, I don't think he was joking in the special. Okay, so nobody knows, and you guys know this. We might not ever see what's even there because on the cutting room floor, we know this from editing, if he doesn't like it or if it's anything kind of too far, they'll edit it out. But the people that were there were saying that he was saying it and that he was serious about it. And also, this is a little while ago, Pat, this was celebrity bodyguard Big Homie CC, who publicly alleged that Diddy, and mind you, let's not pretend like people are like, this is a far-fetched idea. This is the type of character, after dragging Cassie and doing all the shit that he did, that this guy alleged that Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx, leading to him calling the FBI. And he also stated in this video, I know he poisoned Jamie Foxx, and he also said that he's been poisoned before in the past. Can we play this clip?
Yeah.
The things that you heard behind the scenes that were going on before this indictment actually dropped.
Well, I know he poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that's a fact.
So, wait, you're saying that Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx and that's how Jamie Foxx got sick?
Jamie Foxx reported this man to the FBI because of this. Facts.
Wow. Okay, and how did you hear about this? If you can tell me, or if you can't, that's all good. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Jay-Z and Oprah have yet to respond to the claims, but their silence is fueling speculation. Are they quietly preparing to address the situation, or do they view the allegations as too baseless to warrant a response? For now, fans can only wait and see how they handle the controversy.
When this drop, this is going to be in the stratosphere. It's going to be in the ether by the time this drop. You can probably look it up right now. But by the time this interview drop, this is going to be out in the ether for sure.
And who's this guy?
These people poison people, bro. I've been poisoned 3 times.
He's been poisoned.
Why am I testing positive for cyanide? You feel me? Why do I had pneumonia 3 times? So people like, man, why he breathe like that? Because I only got one lung. And then I had a car crash. I got one nostril permanently blocked. And I done had pneumonia 3 times. Somebody been trying to poison me. My brother got poisoned with me. The little lady I was bodyguarding, she got poisoned. Like, somebody is carrying on these antics. These is facts.
Is there any idea why Diddy would want to poison Jamie Foxx?
Benny, who is
you get called to testify?
This is Big Homie CC. He's a bodyguard. Celebrity bodyguard. No.
Big Homie CC.
Big Homie CC is a bodyguard.
I mean, nobody has more credibility than the Big Homie CC.
I'm just saying, we like, it wasn't COVID. It wasn't the vaccine. There's something going on, and the fact that he's talking about it on his. By the way, this is his special taping. They do 3 shows, and this guy said every single show that he mentioned it, and he thought he was serious. So I'm just saying.
I'm gonna take the other side on this. Number one, have you seen the special?
Nobody has.
Okay,
well,
exactly.
I know people that were there.
You know, there's a famous phrase in comedy. These is jokes, man.
Okay.
These is jokes. So,
but joking about somebody poisoning you and then you calling the FBI, I don't know.
There's a lot of Diddy jokes out there right now.
I mean,
there's a lot to make fun of. I don't think, my opinion, I'm gonna throw the word allegedly all over this conversation. Yeah. If he was actually poisoned, almost lost his life, that he's not announcing it at a comedy special. The FBI would be dealing with this.
Well, now he could.
No doubt.
Well, now he could, Adam, because the FBI's arrested the guy and he's in jail. He's not scared for his life.
How much credibility are you giving to the Big Homie CC?
I mean, to be honest with you, I think when somebody like that is talking, me personally, I believe him. I believe him because I know what
you
Diddy is.
100% believe him?
No, I would say let's say 80%.
I'm at like 2%.
Because those guys see everything.
Who's this motherfucker?
Adam, these guys see everything though.
That guy has sunglasses on. He's 380 pounds and he's wondering why he can't breathe so good. Maybe lose some weight, motherfucker.
No, but I mean, listen. I'm just saying I wouldn't put it past somebody like Diddy, who we know the track record from his allegedly having people shot, baby oil that had freaking drugs in it, to all the crazy stuff that's going on. This is the least of my thing. If you have a beef with somebody and then poisoning them, I believe it.
I'm separating 2 things. Hold on, Tom, let me finish one thing. I'm separating one thing. Do I think Diddy is a world-class scumbag who's probably going to spend the rest of his life in jail? Yes. Do I think that Jamie Foxx joke and whoever the Big Homie CC is has any credibility here? Very low. So I'm just separating the two.
So okay. And I want to go to you
guys.
Since when did hip hop stars start taking a page out of the failed James Bond assassination handbook, where you're going to poison some guy or put him on the edge of a cliff and he's going to be rescued? Why don't you just go back to the 90s and just pop a cap in his ass?
Tom's getting gangster.
I like when Tom gets gangster or German. Instead of Tupac's hit him up,
it's so easy where you would just drive by, shoot him in the head, throw the gun in the ocean, and then go roll with your homies for the 2 a.m. club.
People are starting to realize who Tom really is.
But now we got to do. Wait a minute. We'll put the poison in a Big Mac, and we'll slide the Big Mac.
The other day, we're going to church on Sunday with him and his family. They pull up. You know what music Tom is listening to with his kids? It's the Thuggish Ruggish.
No, he did not to go to church.
He's a big Mo Murda fan. He's a big.
Remember the last Sunday that he was a Brooklyn. Wait, he came up and he almost hit.